Okay, so we're working your problem, which says 10, 5 pi over 6 plus pi over 4. And you use this formula from your formula sheet, and you plug in your values for alpha and for beta. And then I went to the unit circle, and I got the values. And then I want to get rid of all those fractions, so I'm going to multiply both the numerator by the square root of 3 and the denominator by the square root of 3. Now, I probably should have made an adjustment in the denominator first. When you multiply here, the denominator really says 1 plus 1 over the square root of 3. That comes from a negative times a negative is a positive, and anything times 1 is just itself. So when I multiply through the top, that square root of 3 cancels with this one, leaves me with negative 1, and then square root of 3 times positive 1 is the square root of 3. When I distribute on the bottom, when I multiply here, I get the square root of 3. When I multiply here, it cancels with the 1 on the bottom, and I get plus 1. So I'm going to drag that down. So my problem now says negative 1 plus the square root of 3 over the square root of 3 plus 1. Now I've got to multiply by the conjugate because I can't leave a radical in the bottom. So to do that, I'm going to multiply by the square root of 3 minus 1 because that will cancel out what I have in the bottom. So in the top, I'm going to distribute. So I have negative square root of 3 plus 1 plus the square root of 9 minus the square root of 3. At the bottom, I have the square root of 9 minus the square root of 3 plus the square root of 3 minus 1. Now I'm going to simplify. Well, I have negative square root of 3 twice, so that's negative 2 square roots of 3. I've used this and I've used this. The answer to this is 3, and 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, in the bottom, minus square root of 3 plus square root of 3 cancels, so those are gone. The answer to the square root of 9 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So I don't have any radicals in the bottom. The next thing I need to do is simplify, and I'm going to simplify everything by 2. So this is going to cancel with this, and this becomes a 2. Negative square root of 3 plus 2, or you might see it written as 2 minus square root of 3.